Hello 7-star citizens. This is unfortunately a video where the game sound didn't came into the record, but this is still quite an interesting rescue mission that I was doing out at Brios Breaker, and it's always the big thing on rescue missions, especially on places like Brios, where a lot of smugglers and other drug dealers and similar stuff is hanging around, whether you actually get tricked into a trap, which is every now and then very nicely done, so I appreciate being tricked well, so I really like that. And so it's always the question, okay, how do I engage on that? So you see at first I'm checking all the surroundings and looking whether there are potential friends or allies or other hostile players around, which can be quite challenging in this environment because you can hide really well, and remember you can prone in this game, so it is rather easy to hide yourself away and not being seen. So, and it has a tricky position, that guy, because he actually lies next to the kiosk. So what I'm then doing, I'm gonna open to my airlocks and have a sneak peek outside, try to cover as much possible potential hideouts from people, because I need to jump out and see where I could get them and how to get to them, because I have another 30 meters to run till to approach the other guy. Yeah, and every now and then I get actually asked why I'm doing this rescue stuff, because it's like it's bad paid, it's high risks, and I just think, and I consider it, and that's why I made as well this in-depth radical rescue guide on the other side, that it is one of the most in-depth gameplay that we're actually having with this all different things. And yeah, it's not ripe yet, but the potential it has is absolutely massive. So one of my main professions will be being a medic, first responder onto sites, or combat medic, or whichever way you want to call it, and pledge for my galaxy and the modules you needed and supposed to have for that. And as well, I really want to have the medivac from Apollo, even you might not really need that after having a galaxy, but it doesn't matter. I just really like this RSI ship. It looks absolutely cool, and it fits what I would like to do. And yeah, I know many players been tricked by medics into getting looted and killed and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, that happens. Well, I don't do that. I we're here to help. Okay, that's the medical gameplay I'm playing. And of course, if you attack us, I defend us. So this is as well my loadout of my Cutty is as well non-lethal. So this is our 4 DRJ3 distortion weapons on it. And you see on how to use them and how effective they are, even with the Cutty Red, which is really not a good ship for combat. It's actually a very bad ship for combat from my perspective, but I chase off 2 Corsairs. You will see that. Well, not entirely alone. The guy that I actually rescued here came help me afterwards, which is the other good thing with rescuing people. You actually make friends in this game, and you need to understand that already now, but in near and longer future, you need friends in this game, because you can't solo it effectively. Yeah, that's the other thing. When you then rescue a person, there's always potential that happened to me a couple times, that you rescue them and then they shoot you. So be very wary what they do next when they come up. And of course, welcome back under the Next to Living, and he's obviously appreciating me for doing that. So what happens next? I was just standing around then while I'm Brios, see what happens, and suddenly these Corsairs came in, the 2 of them actually, and started attacking me. Presumably that they want to drop off some drugs, which I was thinking. As I was actually scanning them, they pose have had about 10, each of them 7 and 9 EQ of ETEM on board, which was really it's like nothing. So they start engaging me, and of course my shields are very bad, and compared to the weapon of a Corsair, I have nothing. Okay, so the guns of the Corsair just rip my shields apart. So yeah, but what you do as a good Star Citizen, you fight back, obviously, because you hold your ground. We're medics, so we're not supposed to get attacked, obviously. Oh, here's the good thing about being a medic, because you make friends. So this other guy I did rescue before, Kemming, is a Mustang. So we're fighting here a Cutty Red and a Mustang versus 2 Corsairs. And let's speak a bit about this loadout of the Cutty that I'm actually having. As you're seeing, I have only Distortion's weapon on this build. It's the Lawful build that I'm playing here because I'm not going to damage or kill people with that ship. The Distortion weapons, they have this, they're sort of EMP weapons. That's best to consider. They're very good against shield, and as the shields are down, they start to disrupt and interrupt the modules and machineries on the ship. So and using them really don't give us any crime stats. So that's pretty neat thing to have. And anyway, if you wait till they shoot at you and you shoot back, you as well don't get a crime stat. So that's two good things to keep in mind when it comes to Lawful gameplay. And so what you're doing, you're staying out of the in the dark angles, in the blind angles of the ship, and you start working the shields. The other part that I have in this Cutty as a build, of course, you have an XL1 WATEC grade A quantum drive, because you want to be fast. With this, I'm traveling in 4 minutes from all the corners of the system to the people you want to rescue. You want to be quick, and you always bring an STV. For a more in-depth guide on medical gameplay, you'll find a whole video on that shows you and explains every pen and everything that you really need to use for do that. You find it down below in the links. And as you know, it's really one of my favorite gameplay loops in the game. I look very much forward to own my galaxy, and then when the Apollo comes out, that I don't need to fly with the Cutty anymore, because the Cutty it's Cutty Red. It's an okay ship. It does what it's supposed to do, but it's Cutty, and first, I don't really like brakes. Ships, but that's a very personal thing. That's many people will disagree on that, and that's okay. And the other thing is that it's very easy to take down. I mean, I could take down the Cutty, cut off the wings or the thruster, and you're done. Similar with a Corsair, by the way, but I don't have ballistic weapons, so I can't cut through their shields, so I only need to work them and hope that I can disable them, which, yeah, if you have a little bit of sense, you just jump out when your shields are down by a distortion weapon, if you can. So, but this is the build that I'm using here, the Lawful build. Of course, you can put different modules on it for make it a little bit more stealthy, a little bit more that, but it's the trace, the electromagnetic and infrared, especially the infrared trace of the Cutty is just massive. It's huge, so putting stealth module on it doesn't really make a big sense. I make sure I have a good powered, can I say it? Power plant, of course, even if it's not yet really important, but I build those build always as it would matter what you can actually do them. So I have very strong, powerful layouts, good shields, good coolers and everything, so that this goes really well. So you see how I'm continuing to work this Corsair. The first one already ran off. The second one will, well, I hope for him that he will gonna run off too. You see how the shields are getting down, getting lower. He has a red front shield, and the starboard shield is as very way down. Of course, he will jump soon, which is the right maneuver to do when you're down that much. Yeah, that's the Cutty Red build Lawful. I hope you like it.